Welcome back to the lesson. In our previous video, we've learned how to add set items, and in this video, we're going to be talking about how to remove set items. So to remove an item in a set, we can go ahead and use either the remove or the discard method. So let's actually go ahead and now use the remove method first to remove an element inside of our set right here called my set. So now let's come down below here. First of all, we're going to go ahead and call the set that we wish to remove element from my set, like so, dot remove. Alright, and within our remove parentheses, we're going to go ahead and pass the element that we wish to remove. So let's say we wanted to remove cherry, something like this. And now we should be having a list containing only apple and banana, because here we are removing cherry. Now let's go ahead and print our set. Let's say print my set, like so. And let's go ahead and run our script. As you can see, we have a set containing only banana and apple, because right here, this line of code, we have removed cherry using the remove method. And for your information, if the element that you wish to remove does not exist, the remove method will raise an error. So let's actually go ahead and see. Now, as you can see, we do not have orange. So let's say we wanted to remove orange instead. Orange. All right. Now, as you can see, orange does not exist inside my set right here. So if we go ahead and run our script, the remove method will raise an error. So let's actually go ahead and see for ourselves. As you can see, we run into an error because the element we wish to remove from our set does not exist. So you need to be careful while using the remove method. So let's go ahead and say banana this time around. And if you go ahead and run our script, you're going to see we have a set of cherry and apple returned. So that's basically all about the remove method. Now let's go ahead and use the discard method. Let's go ahead and comment this line of code first. And let's come down below here. Let's say my set dot discard, like so. And here we're going to go ahead and pass the element that we wanted to discard from our set. So let's go ahead and say apple. We wanted to discard apple. And now we should be having a set of banana and cherry returned. Now let's go ahead and run our script. As you can see, we have cherry and banana. And apple is successfully discarded using the discard method right here. Alright, and the discard method will not raise an error if the element that you wish to remove using the discard method does not exist, unlike the remove method. So let's actually go ahead and try to remove element that does not exist using the discard method. Now let's come over here. Let's say we wanted to remove kiwi. As you can see, inside my set right here, I do not have any element called kiwi. So let's go ahead and see. Let's go ahead and run our script. As you can see, it returns our set of apple, banana, and cherry, the same set, without any error, even though it doesn't find kiwi, but it's totally fine. It just ignores that. So this is basically the difference between the discard and remove method. They are both used to remove elements from a set, but with the remove method, if the element you wish to remove does not exist, it raises an error. And the discard method will not raise an error if the element you wish to remove using the discard method does not exist. So I hope that is very clear to you. Alright, and we can also use the pop method. Let me actually come down here. The pop, like so, method. We can also use the pop method to remove our set element. But the thing is, the pop method is going to remove random items. So you are not sure exactly which item the pop method is going to remove when you use the pop method to remove elements or items of a set. So let's actually go ahead and give it a try. Let me first of all go ahead and comment this line of code. Alright, now as you can see, if we print my set, we're going to have a set of apple, cherry, and banana. So let's go ahead and now use the pop method to remove random elements. Let's go ahead and say my set dot pop. Alright, and let me actually go ahead and store our result inside another variable called x. So let's say x is equals to my set dot pop. Alright, and right here, instead of printing my set, we're going to go ahead and print x. And now let's go ahead and run our script. As you can see, we get apple. So the pop method will return the element that is being removed. So that's why you see I actually go ahead and store it inside another variable called x, because we're going to be given the element that is being removed from our set, which is apple in this case. And because sets are unordered, so when using the pop method, you do not know which item gets removed. So what do I mean by this? Let me actually go ahead and run this script once again. As you can see, this time around we are removing apple. Let's go ahead and run the script once again. As you can see, this time around it removes cherry. So this basically means the pop method removes random elements inside our set. Alright, so friend, that's how we use the pop method to remove random elements from our set. And we can as well use the clear method to clear all the elements inside of our set. So let's go ahead and do that. Now let's come down below here and let's say clear, the clear method, like so. Alright, let me actually say using the clear method. Okay, and right down below here, let me actually go ahead and comment this line of code because we do not need that anymore. Let me take this up a bit. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and now use the clear method to flush out every element inside of our list. So let me go ahead and call the set that I wish to clear. Let's say my set.clear. Alright, so the clear method is going to remove every element inside of our set, and now we're going to be having an empty set. Now if we go ahead and print our set right here, so instead of returning a set of apple, banana, cherry, with the clear method right here, we have simply clear everything. So my set now is going to be completely empty. So let's go ahead and now run our script to see for ourselves. So our set now is completely empty because we have cleared every element inside our set using the clear method. And we can as well use the del keyword. Alright, let's come over here and say del. Okay, or let me say using the del keyword. Okay, so if you remember correctly, even in our tuples and list lessons, when we use the del keyword, we simply erase our iterable, be it tuple, set, or list, completely out of memory. So we can use the del keyword to remove or to delete our set entirely from our computer memory. So now let's go ahead and say del my set, like so. So now my set is completely gone. So if we try to run the script now, we're going to run into an error because my set now is completely gone, is completely out of our computer memory, is not defined anymore because we have used the del keyword, and the del keyword delete the set entirely out of our computer memory. And if I should go ahead and run our script now, as you can see, we run into an error. So it says name error, my set is not defined. So the del keyword completely delete our set out of memory, just like we've seen with tuples and list. So you need to be very careful while using the del keyword. Now let's actually go ahead and comment this line of code because we do not want to delete our set out of our computer memory. Now if I go ahead and run our script, we're going to get our empty set because we have cleared my set right here using the clear method. So I hope everything is clear to you and that you enjoyed this lesson, and I'll see you in the next one.